Hello everyone and welcome back to Connor's Bees. On today's video, I'm doing my first full hive inspection of the year. If you remember back to the first video, all the bees were clustered on this top box in this hive. This is hive number one. I'm pretty sure this one is going to need a box rotation, so we're going to do that too while we're out here. Also, while I'm doing this, this is like probably my most in-depth hive inspection of the year. So this is when I try to get all the frames cleaned up and everything. I'll even try to scrape off the bottom board here and get everything cleaned up. So it still looks like everything is clustered up top here. Now they say when you take this off, you do want to look on the top here to see if the queen, just to make sure the queen's not up top here. I've never personally seen the queen up here, but it's always best just to take a quick look just to make sure. All right, we're back here. I had to relight the smoker. For some reason, it keeps wanting to go out on me. All right, let me check the hive beetle trap I put in here last spring. See if it caught anything. Yeah, they got it in here pretty good. Okay, I don't see any hive beetles in it, so apparently it didn't work. So I want to just try to get this end frame out. Usually this first one's the hardest. Yep, that didn't work. I think we're getting somewhere now. Like I said, usually that first frame's the hardest one to get out. And this is the first hive inspection of the year, so they still got everything nice and they're sealed pretty tight. Not a whole lot of bees on this first frame. All right, looks like we still got some honey. That's all I see, just a little bit of honey on that one. I'll try to scrape some of this stuff off here. That way next time I take this out, it makes it a little bit easier. Again, I want to try to clean some of these frames up as we're taking them off here. I think my smoker's, well, there might be a little bit left in it. It's probably went out again. Oh, yeah. So as you can see, this frame feels pretty heavy. I think we're good. Oh yeah, it's completely full of honey. So that's good. They still got plenty of food left from the winter time. Just try to clean some of these ends up here as I'm taking them out. Okay. Here's the next frame. So they definitely had plenty of honey still left. As you can see, this one's kind of the same as last one. It's still completely full of honey from the winter time. See on that side. I don't see any type of brood or anything like that, which is really what you want to see. But it's still early in the year, though. All right, we're getting towards the middle of the hive, which is where you expect to really start seeing the brood. So hopefully we'll start seeing some on this one. Now, when I'm doing these hive inspections, I am not looking for the queen. Finding the queen is not my goal. I want to make sure I see brood and to make sure the queen is laying. So I do see some pollen. There's a lot more honey on this hive. A lot of pollen and nectar in there. Again, no signs of a queen yet. Yeah, if you want to get in there. If you look down in there, you can definitely see the nectar and the pollen that's inside the comb there. And you just want to be gentle with them. Bring the frames out very slowly, like I'm doing. All right, let's see what we got here. Then you just want to scan over the frames for, see if you see the queen. Although remember, that's not the goal. And then you're also looking for a brood. See if there's any eggs or larvae in there too. So far, I don't see any type of brood or anything. Just honey and nectar. Okay, so this is my first sign of brood capped, and I also see some larvae down in there, so that's good. This is what I was looking for. If you see that white larvae in there around the brood. So there's a lot on this frame, a lot of larvae, a lot of small larvae on this side. Looks like this whole frame is covered with it, if you want to get another shot down in there. So it looks like the queen she does have a good laying pattern, from what I can see. You'll be able to see it better once they start capping it all up. All right, so that's exactly what I was looking for. I don't know if there's anything on this side. It's kind of hard to see right now. Okay, so same thing on this side. See right where the bees are. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a lot of larvae down in there, so that's good. That means the queen is laying. That's one of the most important things to see. That's really what you want to be looking for right there. See if I can see any eggs here. I don't see any eggs, but there is some very small larvae. All right, so I don't see the queen on any of these. Wait a minute. Yep, okay, I do see the queen. She was covered up by some bees there. She's kind of hard to see, but she is on that frame right there. You see her? Let me see if I can hold this and point her out. I don't know if you can see her right there. Yeah, she was covered up by some bees earlier, so I didn't get a chance to see her, but all right. So I want to be very careful when I put this frame back down in to make sure she doesn't roll. Looks like she's actually in one of the combs right now inspecting it, probably to lay. All right, there. She just came out of the comb, so you might be able to see her better there. Yeah, so she's walking around there. So we know the queen survived winter, and it looks like she is laying right now. Where'd she go? Okay, right there. So what I like to do is just watch her as I put this frame back down in, just to make sure I don't roll her. I'm going to keep my eye on her the entire time. That way I know where she is. Okay. Now, that's as far as I want to go. As far as inspecting this top box, I'm going to gently push all these frames back over, especially that one right there. All right. Like I said, I've seen all I need to see. The brood looks healthy. And also what you're looking for during these inspections is foul brood. You definitely want to make sure that there's no American or European foul brood in these. And to me, all the brood look pretty healthy. So I think we're good as far as that goes. Sit one on the ground right here. Let me put this one in. So I'm going to take this top box off and go ahead and look in the bottom box because I'm thinking that we are going to need to do a hive rotation.
You want to get the smoker going again?
Yeah, I probably need to relight the smoker because... Alright, so I had to relight the smoker here before I try to do this box rotation. Try to get a little smoke here. Hopefully it's not stuck together too bad. Alright, want to get in here and take a look. So, as I kind of expected, there's not very much activity in this bottom box here. If you can get down in there and take a look. So, I am going to do a box rotation here. Scrape off some of this up top here. Yeah. Yeah, so this bottom box here, it's very, very light. There's not a whole lot of bees in it, so they definitely need a box rotation. You may be able to see it from the bottom end there that there's just not a whole lot going on in that bottom box. So, as you can see, coming out of winter, there's a lot of cappings, a lot of dead bees here on the bottom. I'm just going to scrape that off for them, try to get it cleaned up for them as much as possible. All right, got the bottom box all cleaned up. Now I'm going to switch this around to where the box that was on top is now on bottom, because throughout the winter time, the bees will naturally come to the top box. However, they will not naturally go down back to the bottom box. So what we have to do as beekeepers is do a box rotation, or a hive box rotation. Now keep in mind that all your hives may not need this. This is just from a hive to hive basis. Some hives may need it, some hives may not. Try to square that up on there. And I'll put this one. Scrape some of that off. Okay, and this is the box that was on bottom. Let me try to get some of these bees off the end there. That way I try to avoid killing. And then you want to try to get this squared up as much as possible. I'll try pushing that back just a little bit. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be perfect, but let me try cleaning off some of this. Put the lid on. Just try to scrape off some of this burr comb. Put this back on it. Put the entrance reducer back. Okay, this is my first hive inspection of the year. I think it was very successful. I think the queen's doing a good job at laying. It looks like we're going to have a good production of bees this year. It looks like she's on top of things. Looks like there's a lot of brood in there, a lot of larvae. So I think this is going to be a good hive this year. Thank you for watching and join me at the next video.